I'm fucking stoned.
Are you?
Yeah.
You just seem angry to me.
Angry?
Or maybe I just tend to bring that out in you.
Yeah, I think that's more the likely.
It's too good to be true, bro.
What's going on, Blazed and Infused crew? I'm John and this is Jamie,
Hey.
and we are back with another brand new banging episode of Blazed and Infused, the show where we get blazed up on a fire new flower and then infuse you with everything that you could possibly want to know about that and a whole bunch of other shit. How you doing this week, girlfriend?
Pretty good, can't complain.
All right.
Yet.
We got a strain called Fullgas stuffed into our gas tanks. Let's siphon off some of the gas, see what it tastes like.
Gassy.
Gassy?
Yeah.
Tastes like a fart?
No. Tastes like diesel.
Tastes like diesel. Vin Diesel?
I wouldn't know.
She wouldn't know. Let's pull up the statistics, everybody, for the Fullgas. This is an indoor grown strain. It is a 60 to 40 slightly sativa dominant blend with THC values going up to a hearty 28%. The next thing we got to figure out, I already know. We're not even going to try it. Daryl is not the fucking father of this bitch. The father of this bitch is a strain called Exodus Cheese and sherbet.
It's again?
I finally learned how to say it. Sherbet.
Sherbet?
Sherbet. So Exodus Cheese hooked up with sherbet. 9 months later, what slid out of the back end was a strain called Fullgas. Next thing you guys are probably wondering is, what does this stuff smell like? It's got a musky, earthy, fuel-like, citrusy, and herbal notes to it. As far as the way it tastes, you're going to taste a blend of earth, diesel, citrus, skunk, and a little bit of pine. Jamie and I already picked up on the fuel portion of it. It literally tastes like you're sucking on a hose of diesel fuel. The effect that this stuff is going to have on you guys is, they say that it's super. This is our first time smoking it. This is a wake and bake for me, at least. So yeah, first time today, first time we've ever tried the strain. The people online say that this is extremely fast acting and it's hard hitting.
Bring it on.
It's going to bring on effects of euphoria, energy, outgoingness, awareness, focus, drive, and happiness.
Let's go.
Yeah, in terms of stuff that it will alleviate for you guys if you guys suffer from ADD or ADHD, chronic pain, depression, fatigue, stress, and migraines. This will handle all of that stuff as well.
Sounds terrific.
Doesn't that sound like a great time?
It certainly does.
Oh, absolutely.
Try it again.
What is it called when you practice medicine without a license?
Against the law? Illegal? I don't know. There's a word for that?
Yeah, what is it called when you practice medicine without a license? I think it's called practicing medicine without a license.
Probably. I can't think of a term.
Yeah. And I don't mean like people cutting into other people's brains without, having having a degree. You know what I'm saying? Or, the University of Phoenix, where you can basically go to the drive-thru and get a diploma. So it's against the law. It's medical malpractice to the nth degree because you don't even have a medical license. But, you might have gone on Twitter once, and commented on the pandemic. That makes you an expert.
WebMD.
But what I'm trying to say is it's highly illegal, right? But I remember playing doctor quite a bit as a kid. How come children aren't arrested for practicing medicine without a license?
Because they're not treating anything alive?
Yeah, they are. I've been treated by a lot of kid doctors. Back when I was a kid.
We only played with like Barbies, so.
Oh no, I mean I was getting full I was getting full medical exams when I was a kid. All the neighborhood kids, I'm telling you, we all got together and we literally, you don't remember like the Fisher-Price doctor kit that had like a stethoscope and a fake syringe?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were giving each other full fucking physicals at like 6 years old, bro. And I'm thinking to myself, man, if we were caught, we could have been sent to juvie for practicing medicine without a license.
I don't know. Did anybody prescribe anything?
Oh, we were prescribing cookies and milk and rest cartoons. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't see putting anybody in jail over that stuff, though.
That's when I first realized I didn't like having anything stuck up my butt. That's the age that did it for me. You know, my first rectal exam at 6, done in the basement by Karen, didn't go over too well. Didn't leave a good lasting impression.
Well then, at least you figured it out early.
You would have been great in that movie Wreck-It Ralph. Because that's exactly what people do to your pussy. They wreck it and then they Ralph.
Who are people? What the fuck?
And I just did that to be mean, because evidently I am a giant bully and dickhead.
No, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, or just an asshole.
Yeah.
However, when I call her out sometimes for being an asshole, she's like, listen, I'm just being me.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable enough around you to be me. Maybe I'm just being me.
Yeah, but the difference is you do it 100% of the time, and I do it like 20% of the time, and you still get butthurt.
Get the fuck out of here. I am not mean to you 100% of the time.
I mean on the show.
Oh, on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, on the show, I turn into... dude, on the show, my split personality comes out. Have you ever noticed
There's
how...
more than 2, John.
What's that?
There's more than 2.
Okay, well, a different one comes out than the one that you normally see off the show.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay, glad we're both in agreement.
Yeah, and you see that with me, I'm just the same all the time.
Yeah, well, that's why you're vibrating at a higher vibrational level than I am. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to get there.
No, you're not.
Come on. You know, I might not be...
Until you merge your personalities, you're not going to get there.
Well, you know, you need to teach me how to fucking do that.
Jesus. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, well, you know, we've been chipping away at it. All right. You guys ready for this week's Dear Diary?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's more of a rant. I was kind of in like a ranty mood. And here we go. Dear Diary, you ever notice how guys just love to pull on their junk in public like they're trying to pull start a chainsaw? What's up with that? What exactly is going on there? Must be something awfully important, because it looks like you're trying to untie the last knot to get the life raft to come down off the fucking Titanic. You're trying to crank out a half chub, so maybe the local soccer mom thinks you're packing some heat? Or maybe something's got your dick twisted up, just like it's a goddamn pretzel, and you're trying to unfuck it as if it's a Rubik's Cube, you know? I mean, come on. What exactly are men trying to accomplish by openly grabbing at themselves in public like they're trying to pull down on a slot machine handle like they're in Vegas? What exactly is the payout? Traumatizing my 6-year-old who has to stand there watching you pick a wedgie out of your fucking piss hole? I mean, seriously. You guys are grabbing at your balls like you're trying to pull a ripcord on a fucking failing parachute. It's fucking crazy. I mean, I know shit's a mess down there, but fuck, man. They're grabbing their shit like there's a fucking treasure map on the back of their balls. And I'm wondering, are they doing it to be tough? You know? Or maybe they really did find gold when they were digging through their pants, like a bitch goes digging through her purse looking for a fucking pack of gum. But for real though, even I've had to pull at my dick a time or two in public, you know?
I just assumed it came out of necessity for like...
Yeah, I've had to pull on my dick like I was pulling apart a Slinky. Fortunately for you guys, that only occurs on the rare occasion that I find myself having to get out of a fucking public pool. For my sake, your children's sake, I have to pull at my fucking shit like I'm playing Yankee Doodle Dandy. Because my swim trunks are all sticking to my body all tight, like I'm a fucking saran-wrapped fucking turkey leg. You know, my shriveled ghost turd fucking nutsack on full display to your children, horrifying them as if they're looking at that shit from The Ring crawl out of the TV set. So you see, when it looks like I'm giving myself a public circumcision, it's just to save you guys from a nightmare. Whereas when you see other people doing it, I think they're trying to attract your daughters.
I'm not touching any of that with a 10-foot pole.
You don't need to. Thanks for being a part of my Dear Diary entry.
Traumatized.
Hey, I'm sorry. Will you be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I learned the other day, I thought the only way that a woman could queef was through sex, because air is getting pushed out. Especially when I have sex, because there's no room in that vagina for nothing but me. So all the air's got to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
That's not how it works, but okay.
Yeah, but I learned that women can queef even when they're not having sex. Like, you could literally be in a church where it's dead silent, evidently, and your pussy can all of a sudden just fart. And you have no warning this is going to happen. I had no idea that you ladies
Who told you that?
had to deal with this. I looked it up.
It's never happened to me. If there's something coming out, I'm going to feel it.
Yeah.
It doesn't just like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
So kind of like a fart, there's like a pressure. It's just in like the vaginal type of area.
I don't have a lot of experience with it, but yeah,
Okay. So if you were in like a public library and all of a sudden you felt like a queef coming out of nowhere, you'd probably get up and excuse yourself.
I guess that's never happened to me, so I don't know, but sure.
But if they say it's true.
Yeah. I don't know. They don't generally smell.
No, I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying it's audibly loud, and that could be embarrassing. I know if a loud hissing sound came out of my dick while I was in church, I would be a little concerned. Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. I mean,
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time that ever happened to me. Like,
it's okay if it didn't. I'm just trying to say it does happen to some women.
I guess.
And that finally puts me over the edge. I guess it really is tough to be a woman. I mean, holy fucking shit. You guys got to deal with so much more than we do.
Yeah, shit.
It's just absolutely
That's why we're stronger.
Believable. That's why you wear what?
Stronger. I don't just mean physically. I mean just stronger beings.
Stronger beings?
Yes. You
look like you're concerned today.
I'm not concerned. I'm traumatized by thinking about all this stuff.
You look like, I don't know, like you've seen a ghost.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, like you just like look like disheveled, bro. Like
I feel good.
I feel good. I knew that I would.
Mildly traumatized, but good.
Oh, come on. I take everything at face value.
It's not that, you fucking retard. It's that I picture everything you're saying. That's how my brain works. If you don't know that by now, John, hey, Lord help us, please. Somebody give me strength.
If you don't know me by now,
I'm going to kick him.
You will never, ever, ever know me.
He thinks this is just going to make it all better.
No, but I'm serious. Okay. So I have to completely alter my personality then, because you take everything so visually and viscerally that like...
That's a very accurate word.
That I don't think you can handle me.
Sometimes.
Like, it literally is traumatizing.
That's why, the bathroom humor, for example, for the longest time, traumatized me.
I'm sorry. Everybody goes to the bathroom. I don't understand why that's such a touchy, sacred area.
It's that I don't need to spend my time thinking about
because
other
you are forced to visualize it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not that it's touchy. That's
well, how about this? Why don't we visualize... I've learned there's two types of people in the world. There's either people who wear underwear, and then there's people that don't.
Okay.
The popular name for it is going commando. Mm-hmm. I don't know of any commandos that don't wear underwear when they're in battle, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't happen to get a look at fucking Rambo's balls. So anyways, what about you? What about you? Are you a, well, or would you like me to go? I mean, I
prefer not to wear underwear.
You prefer not to wear underwear. Okay. Now, don't you think that's, I'm an underwear guy.
Okay, here's the other thing, though. Like, if I'm wearing a skirt or, like, something like that, unless I'm at home, I am wearing something. Some shorts, something underneath. It's not, like, just all the time, never, ever. You know, that's not what I'm saying either. Let's be clear.
I was going to say, you probably don't want to go underwearless when you're wearing a skirt or a dress. Right. I don't know, unless you know that your period is nowhere fucking near, or I don't know.
Well, some of us don't get it.
Stuff could still fall out. Doesn't just random stuff just fall out sometimes that you don't expect? I don't know, dude. I'm not a woman. I don't know all the intricate... Holy shit.
Not really, no.
This is definitely hitting me like a sativa. Holy mother of holy. Yeah.
The only time you have to worry about it is if you're like, you get wet or something like that. But like, obviously, nine times out of 10, you know when that's going to happen or you can control it.
Yeah. But in that case, I think it's just gonna like, yeah. I don't see wetness, like, or maybe I don't know.
I mean, it could, I guess, but not like that. Not like you're talking. Yeah, that's crazy. It's not gonna look like you pissed yourself or something.
Yeah. It's not gonna. Yeah.
Right. If you're getting down that wet, you're probably not gonna have pants or underwear or anything on. So I don't think you need to worry about it.
True story. And I'm sorry that you have to visualize this, but I'm just telling you about my life.
Oh, God.
I mean, if you want to know my side of things here, I grew up as a tighty whitey guy until I was about hitting puberty, and then boxer shorts became all the rage.
Yep.
But I got to admit, switching over to boxers, I had this newfound freedom where my like dingling was like, and it was making it like, you
could move a lot more.
Yeah, I had to do the tuck and roll a lot.
Especially
if you know
when
what
you
I'm
were
saying.
going through puberty, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, and then I got used to that, and then boxer briefs became all the rage, and I've been a boxer briefs guy ever since.
Yeah, they are all the rage. That would be my first choice for underwear for a dude.
But I do go commando. Unlike other people, when I put on a pair of swim trunks, I don't put on underwear.
Well, they usually have that mesh lining.
Yeah, they're not meant to have underwear on, but some people like to wear underwear near their.
That's just
bathing
overdoing
suit.
it to me.
Yeah, it's like people wearing basketball shorts underneath their joggers, like or under their jeans, like.
My kid does that because he wants to be able to take off his joggers and just hoop at any point in time, but
that's the rumor.
That's his life.
But I think it's to add more, like, I don't know.
And a little more heftiness to the area?
Yeah, I'm into conspiracies.
You're so stupid.
Shit. One hotly tested debate that's happened over the years to a lot of people, to men and to women alike, is, does penis size really matter?
It only does sometimes.
Only sometimes. Can you get more specific?
Yeah, it matters when it's way too big or way too small. But otherwise, as long as you got something to work with, you should be able to get the job done. It matters the caliber of lover that you are, not the size of your dick.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, we've talked about this a time or two before. Wasn't there a group of people you were talking about and like that, made you realize that you knew everybody's dick size?
It's not a group of people. It's how I grew up. I grew up with all brothers, all male friends, just surrounded by dudes my whole life until I was like a young adult. Okay, so based on everything you've said in the last 20 seconds, what would you consider to be, you said if it's too big or too small, that's when it turns into a problem. So based on that and your knowledge of penis size, what is too big and what is too small? For me personally or in general?
I mean, I would say in general for the average lady.
I would say too small is less than 3.5. Yeah, I was trying to be nice. Less than 4, let's say. And too big is like more than 10.
Holy shit. You've been with somebody that's been more than 10?
No.
Okay. Wow. All right.
No.
Yeah. And we're talking at full salute, right?
Right.
Okay. So I would have to say 3.5 is fucking insane.
Meaning like tiny?
Like, fuck yeah. I mean, that's small. I imagine it would still get the job done. But
I really wouldn't know. I've never been with somebody that small either.
That's fucking tiny. All right. Personally, I'm packing a safe 6. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 all day long.
Average is like 5.5.
Sometimes even, you could go, even a little bigger. Maybe.
Well, there's varying degrees of it depends on how turned on you are. Like, it can get bigger than usual. Let's just say bigger than usual.
Yeah.
That can happen.
I got a friendly dick.
Yeah, I know. You think it's a nice guy or whatever.
Yeah. You can introduce it to your parents. I mean,
whatever that means.
Yeah. If you were to see it, you'd be like, aw, it's like a little puppy.
So, yeah, the answer is yes and no. I mean, like, it doesn't matter as much as people might think it matters. It depends on the caliber of the lover and how attentive they are to wanting to meet your needs as much as their own. It's that simple.
We'll be right back. Be it a go to commercial break. Good answer. Good answer. That's like the Family Feud. No matter how retarded the answer is, the whole family's like, good answer, good answer.
That was my answer.
Top 5 answers on the board. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Shoot a chicken. And then the whole family's like, good answer. Like fucking thinking they'll be up there.
Not open your eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, people on that show are just friggin' ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, if you could be a man for a day, what would you most like to experience?
Having a dick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just feeling what it feels like to have
and
it?
all the things that it does.
And everything that it does.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be a pretty interesting tool. I think because I've lived with one for 30 years.
Okay, 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, I take it for granted, you know?
Sure.
I take it for granted. However you say it. But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah. But it is interesting, you know? You can pee with it. You can fuck with it. You can play with it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a, you know, because it's outside of your body, it's kind of, you know, it's way more sensitive than like your cooch, I imagine, because it's all tucked in nice like a bug in a rug. But yeah, I mean, it could be a good time. What do you think you'd do with it first? Pee?
Probably.
Yeah. Then you'd be like...
Stand up to pee, yeah. Well, I stand up to pee because I can pop a squat in the woods, but not like that. Not like a dude.
Then you start doing
I'd
this
start
to it.
seeing how it works. Yeah.
Until it.
I would be like, you know, having a new toy.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that would be crazy one day if we could experience orgasms as the other sex. You know what I'm saying? That definitely would be, that'd be crazy. Yeah, for me, there's several things I'd like to experience. Just like you, I would love to experience an orgasm as a woman.
Yeah.
As a woman, I'd love to see if you guys actually do shit.
What? That's so stupid.
No, I mean, evidently you guys don't poop. You guys don't
said
shit.
that?
I don't know. It's just such a fucking taboo topic. I just want to see if everything is what I think it is.
You're so weird.
I want to have my period.
Really?
Oh yeah, I want to experience that. You know, I want to know if that really gives me the right to be a complete and utter, you know, dipshit.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, everything that comes with the period, the cramps, the hormone spikes, the fucking bitchiness, all of it.
I want to see what I can stick up there. You know?
Oh my god!
See what that feels like.
What kind of objects?
Oh yeah, I'll go all out. I'll stick a, you know.
Oh my god.
I'll stick a desk lamp up there. Something, you know. I would love to feel what it feels like to give birth. You know?
No, you would not.
Oh, dude, it's such a beautiful experience.
Fuck off.
Yeah. And then I would definitely like to have lesbian sex.
Okay.
Without a fucking doubt, some lesbian sex action. Absolutely.
Okay, good for you.
Oh yeah, I would have a grand old time. Yep.
No boobs? You don't care about boobs?
You know what? I've never been like. Most dudes are like
boobs or butts, guys. Yeah.
Boobs first. Oh, like, look at, dude. I've always been like face, ass, body. Like if you got fucking perfect fucking boobs, great. I don't like fake ones because all the fake ones I've ever seen are just retardedly big and just I don't know. It's I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. The craziest place that I've ever masturbated, I think. I mean, it might not be, because I've probably masturbated in some pretty wild fucking places. I mean, you know, but I think the craziest place that I could probably... Okay, you're going to have to picture this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks for apologizing ahead of time. Go ahead.
Okay, but you knew this question ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you knew this was coming.
Yeah.
So did you do something to prepare for yourself?
Not really, because then no.
Okay.
I just figured.
Recently, you called me mildly attractive.
No, I said reasonably cute.
Reasonable.
That was the quote.
Okay, for a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a white guy. Pretty fly for a white guy. Yeah, for, you know, he's fucking okay for a white guy at least. I mean, shit. I mean, most of them are fucking pricks. This guy's just like 85% prick. What were we just talking about?
You started it. You said you called me this.
Oh, no, I didn't call you nothing.
No, you said that to me.
What did I say to you?
That I called you mildly attractive, and I said reasonably cute.
Oh, reasonably. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to say that maybe. Okay. Anyways, one of the crazier places maybe to you guys that I've ever had to do that deed was in an airplane bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Had to happen.
Okay.
It was on a red eye from fucking Hawaii to New York.
That's a lot of time to kill.
Long fucking time. And like when I got on that plane, dude, like the sun was setting and like everyone was going to sleep and shit. And I was just like wide awake. And I'm like, I can't smoke weed. I can't have a cigarette. I can't do anything to fucking relax.
It makes sense.
So, I mean, everybody aboard the fucking plane was asleep. I was like the only one awake. So I went into the bathroom and just quickly fucking took
care of business. And then you were able to sleep, right?
And it's not like I left it like all, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody
I would hope not.
Nobody had any idea what I had done in there beforehand, okay? I mean, it might have even smelled clean, like bleach or some shit like that. But then you would just think it was clean. You know, you wouldn't suspect.
There's no flight attendant that wanted to go in the bathroom with you?
Dude, you really think I'm going to take the chance of getting kicked off the plane? These days, well, maybe back. No, dude, I don't need anyone's fucking help, all right? My God. This was a fucking 60-second mission here.
Okay, fair.
You know, I'm not going to. Hey, I can't sleep. You want to jerk me off in the bathroom?
Whatever. I wasn't picturing that.
Good. That's good for you.
Yeah, that's good for me, all right.
Yeah. So how about you? Is there any unexpected places?
Not really. I don't have anything good for this. Probably just like the back of my car, like on the phone. On FaceTime.
Yeah. Back of the car is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, well, I don't want to I don't want to give you guys the gory details. That's like too much.
I don't know. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Yeah.
Nothing like that?
No. I've really only ever done that in the confinements of my safe spaces.
You know what I've learned based on other people, or I don't know, I'm not going to fucking explain where I got my sources of information, fact check me, but like there is a lot of people that claim that they've done it driving. I've never done it driving. I've had it done.
Crazy.
I've had it done to me while I've been driving,
right.
But I've never done it to myself while driving.
I require way too much focus to do that while driving to myself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if someone else is taking care of it, then yeah, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, for a dude, not for a girl per se. I don't know.
She doesn't know. Here's what
I don't know.
Quick update. We'll give you a quicker update here than we usually do on the bud. As you can see, I believe I've taken 3 hits. My bowl is got
maybe one left.
It's got a half a hit left just to clear it. So I've taken, I don't know, 3.5 hits. I don't remember. Maybe you guys have been counting.
I don't know either, honestly. I think it's like all starting to hit me at once.
Regardless of how many hits I've taken, I can honestly say that I am fucking hired and shit. First time of the day, out of a bong, wake and bake session. I'm cottonmouth as fuck. I'm energized as fuck. I am appalled by how appalled she is. It's kind of freaking me out. I've never seen her this paralyzed with fear based on things I've said, even though they're all out of satire.
It's been week after week of trauma, John. I'm processing.
I understand more and more now. Like every time you hear a word, you are forced to visualize it in, I think, a lot more vivid detail than the average person. So when you're on an extreme, like, no fucks given show like this, when it comes to comedy, yeah, you're going to get pretty fucked up and traumatized. Yeah.
I think it's good. It thickens my skin, you know, a little bit, maybe.
Well, I'm glad we're working that out, because that's literally the first time that that's hit home like that.
Really?
For me, yeah.
That explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. If that's how I saw the world, or the world was coming into me as if I'm a receiver, that would be pretty intense. Mm-hmm. That's why I wouldn't watch certain things. Mm-hmm. Certain things that are too extreme.
Like horror for me.
Yeah, I would have to stay away from, because it's almost like people who are autistic.
Yeah, it's like an extreme empathic trait that, like, you can't help but not a little bit feel what they're going through. A little bit feel what it would be like to be doing that or a part of it or whatever, however you want to put that.
What I've learned about autism that's fucking crazy, dude, it's not that people who are autistic are like mentally retarded or anything like that.
Ew.
People who are autistic, actually, they are like, let's say the average human being has like a dim flashlight in a completely dark room. We can only see where the dim flashlight, but these people with autism, they have a much brighter, bigger flashlight. They see and are receiving things at a much greater detail than we can. And the world is overwhelming to them. That's why they're always freaking out, bro.
Overstimulated.
They are being sensory overload on every fucking level, bro.
And every neurodivergent person has some level of that. Like me with ADHD, I have a lot of issues with that sensory overload and being overstimulated. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not whispering. Everybody can hear me fine.
No. I'm just, dude, I'm having this has been a show of discovery for me. I just had another self-realization of something that you've been complaining that I've been doing.
What?
No, I'm going to keep it to myself this time. This is fucked up.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like, because now it's becoming a reality. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm like, holy shit. I am an asshole.
Yeah.
No, not an asshole. Not on purpose.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right. Enough. Okay. I've had enough. Okay. I can't handle any more negativity towards me. I'm already feeling like a fucking dipshit. Oh, shit.
Poor baby.
Yeah, poor baby. Have you ever noticed how inconsiderate some handicapped people can be? Despite all the perks that they have access to. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking like the Karen handicappers, the ones that just think they're entitled to everything and everyone to move out of the way and help them? And
no matter how handicapped you are, if you got a sticker, you have access to things that the average person doesn't. Like front row parking, front row seating, like first to board the plane. Yeah, but a lot of them are, still miserable.
I mean, you're not wrong completely.
Listen, I have an opinion that might be unpopular, but hey, I
have met some pretty miserable disabled people, and I don't judge them because,
Hey, listen.
You may have every right to be fucking miserable. It just sucks.
Absolutely. It just sucks that you are miserable. And it's especially sucky when
you feel it.
It's especially sucky when you take your miserableness out on other people.
Yeah.
Especially when it inconveniences me.
Oh my God!
You guys want to know how to solve?
You just ruined that whole shit for me.
You guys want to solve any fucking problem out there? Just have the problem that you're having, like wanting to have solved. Just have it affect some rich white people. If you have it affect them too, something will be done about it.
Can't really.
Get near the mic, goddammit.
Can't say anything about that.
Yeah,
I disagree with at all.
So anyways, I don't know if you were in school with me when this woman was there. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her grade. I think she was a grade or two ahead of me.
Okay.
She was commonly referred to as, rump shaker, maybe?
Really?
Yeah. When she walked in high school down the hallway, she walked right in the middle. She was like a car on the highway that was straddling two lanes so nobody could get by. And because she was handicapped in the way that she walked, she had this walk where...
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
She did like... It was almost like she...
It's like a swoop motion.
Yeah, and like she went slow as fuck, like a car on the highway. And she would have like 500 kids behind her all late for class. And she knew... she knew that everyone behind her was like honking their horn and just like she would have been great in the NFL. You could not get around her. You don't know how many times me and my friends discussed how many times that we could not get around this girl. You couldn't get around her, bro. You could not get around her. She would have been great at blocking people in the NFL.
If we're talking about the same person, which I think we are because of the walk, she loved it. I didn't find her to be that big.
No, she wasn't. It's not like she was a large person. It's just...
How could you not get around her then?
Her walk was just fucking crazy. I mean, like, I don't know how much width I take up when I walk. Probably not much more wider than my body is. But I mean, when this girl walked, I mean, she
swung her body as she walked.
She got into it, bro.
And it was not just her; it was her lower body and her upper body separate from each other. Like one went one way, one went the other.
Oh yeah, dude. She looked like she was riding a bull.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? So
you're not lying.
Yeah, it was literally as frustrating as when you're late and you're behind somebody going half the speed limit.
Then nobody talks shit to her. People just let it happen.
Dude,
that's good etiquette. I'm impressed. High school kids are fucking assholes. So.
Do you not remember where we grew up?
I remember where we grew up, but I still remember there being a bunch of assholes.
We were the cool woke before woke even became this
which is not so cool anymore. Thing. Let me point out, but yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, woke has gone absolutely fucking wild. It went wild like years ago. I don't know what we're talking about now. Now it's just like
I don't either, to be honest.
Yeah,
I often ask myself that, like, what does that even mean anymore?
There's a lot of companies that are unwoking themselves, but it doesn't mean they all of a sudden like hate anybody.
Yeah, but when everybody has a different definition of woke, that's insignificant now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but people forget the woke movement wasn't about anything but giving people of color more opportunities. I mean,
really? That's where you dub its beginnings, like with like affirmative action? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, maybe I have the wrong. Okay, yeah. Okay. Granted,
because I dub its beginning many decades
what
later.
I know about the origins of the woke movement were literally explained to me that simply. It was about getting people of color the at-bats that they deserved, okay?
Interesting.
And then white women hijacked it, or liberals, whatever the fuck you want to say, and then took it way too overboard, and, you know, it just, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like everything, you know, white people ruined it. What sexual activity do you consider totally, man, off limits?
You already know my answer to this. I bet you could guess. Guess.
Hand to Buddha, I do not know the answer to this. I know there's something
Just by knowing me, what would you think it would be?
Totally off limits?
Yeah.
I don't know. Pooing or peeping?
Yep, on me, or expecting me to do that to you, yes.
Okay, so the only thing off limits to you are bodily fluids.
I'm not saying the only. That is just the top of the list, where my mind immediately goes, like, we're not doing any of that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
You know?
Yeah.
And then as far as anything else goes, I'd be open to discussion.
Yeah. I don't like any butt stuff.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of butt stuff.
Okay.
For
you or for her, or for both?
For me. Okay. At no time has anyone ever touched that area and I went, ooh, that feels nice.
That's because you never relaxed enough to let it feel nice.
It's always my
Listen,
fault.
I'm talking like I have experience with this and I don't have any. But so don't take it that way. I just feel like for what it's like for a woman, that has everything to do with it. So I'm sure it's the same for you. Now he's traumatized.
See, the roles are being reversed now. At the opening of the show, I traumatized her. And now she's traumatizing me.
So that's what's off limits for me. We're not doing any of that.
No butt stuff?
No, what I said.
No.
I didn't say no butt stuff.
I said no butt stuff.
Yeah, you got no butt stuff.
Oh my God, I'm losing my frame of vision.
I know a lot of dudes who agree with you too.
Yeah, I don't like it. You know?
You ever watch some of the...
That's why I've been putting off like a bunch of tests from the doctor that have anything to do with the butt.
Oh, because it's that...
Yeah,
intrusive.
Dude,
like you're that not okay with it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, bro. Sorry. I'm gonna put that shit off like it's going to the dentist or some shit. I don't know. Some people just don't like going places.
Well, after playing doctor as a kid, you know, you can't be going back there, I guess.
Yeah. What were we? Do you have any idea what we were fucking? We already talked about handicapped people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I feel that you're handicapped, but some of you like really do like I'm just trying to say there's some handicapped people that seem to be pissed off at the world because they're handicapped and they take it out on the able-bodied. And I'm trying to say, like, dude, don't, just because I'm guilty by association doesn't mean you have to be an ass. You know, let me pass. I'm trying to get to class. I'm trying to get somewhere.
Or even a little more extreme, I've encountered handicapped people that when you try to help, they get mad at you for offering to help.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
They have a lot of pride.
And I get it.
I can
just don't
do it
see how
myself. Get the
doing
fuck
anything
away.
for 'em.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe I would be that way too. I'd be like, dude, quit looking at me as if I'm handy incapable. I'm fucking capable of doing anything you can, fucker. Like that's the kind of attitude they have. And I'm just like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I catch your drift.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I was just thinking?
Well,
If you had to swap a body part with me, what would you choose?
didn't we already go over this?
No.
Why would it be different than what I would choose if?
Why do you have to do this?
Because it's true.
You've known this was coming. If you had a problem with it, you should have addressed it in pre-production.
I don't have a problem with it.
So what is the problem?
You're supposed to keep going off of what I'm saying and find a way.
What do you mean find a way?
Like, even though I'm talking shit and calling you out on something or whatever, however you're perceiving it.
What exactly are you calling me out on here?
I don't know. Like, the fact that we kind of already talked about this.
We did not. This is...
For me, we did, though. So just be like, oh, yeah, okay, then let me tell you.
What?
John, it's not a big deal. My point is, it's not a big deal, and you're making it into a big deal.
I don't even understand what the deal is. Never mind making it
when
big.
You're like, why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do this? That.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if like this was going to be a problem.
No, it's not a problem at all.
Okay, then what's the problem with the question?
Nothing at all. That's the point. Is you just, why are you asking me why do I have to do this? I'm going exactly according to what I think. Like, how is this? I'm stoned as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a stoner, and I'm saying, well, how is that different from what we already talked about? It's not. So just keep it moving. For you, it might be, but for me, it'd be like, oh yeah, I get it, because that would be the same.
Okay.
I'm not like being a jerk. I'm just being stoned on a show.
It takes a special type of person to get through to me when I'm baked. And if you had inserted the fact that like that kind of cross references like the fact that you would want to like have a dick.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Had you clicked that one keyword into my mind, I would have picked that up so much quicker. Okay. So sometimes it's in the way that you explain it, not you can't shoot the interpreter. We all interpret the information that we receive on different wavelengths, don't we?
Sure.
I'm sorry my vibration isn't as strong.
Hold on, let me think about this for a second.
I'm trying to decalcify my pineal gland.
I'm trying to think of the exact thing I said to you after you said that, and I was like,
well, I kind of have the same answer.
But I understand what you're saying. Like, if I had said any more poignant reference to it being a penis, right? Then you probably would have understood.
Yeah, because now that we're talking about it, I'm saying, oh my God, yeah. Like my answer would be, I would probably want to swap maybe vagina. You know, I get your vagina, you get my penis, we get to live out our fantasies, and then we swap them back. Hey, maybe the state will even pay for it. It's possible, right? It's kind of transgender. We're gonna go trans, but then we're gonna reverse it,
sweetheart. Sorry, no.
But then we'd maybe be able to, I don't know. Maybe in another life. I mean, I would maybe want to swap skin with you. These days, you're looking about as white as I am.
Yeah, but give me a...
But, yeah, I mean, she tans up...
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You definitely have, like, better melanin than I do. So, yeah, I would basically take your skin as if I'm Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. Swap skin.
It's good skin. I have good skin.
Then I'd have a bunch of crazy tattoos on me.
Bite me.
Yeah. I would.
Excuse me?
I would bite you if I had to.
If you had to?
Yeah.
And under what circumstance
might you
have to bite me?
There might be, you never know. I'm just saying if the time ever came appropriate to bite you in one way or another, if I had to do it, I would be willing to, have done it.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Folks.
Yeah. What's the craziest thing that you suppose you've ever done to attract a crush?
The craziest thing, probably jumped off a cliff. I was jumping off cliffs anyways that day. It's not like I went to jump off a cliff. Actually, it's a little more serious than that. I jumped off a moving vehicle that was driving over a bridge.
That would impress
just north of here.
Any good man out there. I like to consider myself a pretty good dude when it comes to being a boyfriend or a husband, and that would not be attractive to me. I would think that it was like, unless you were a stunt woman.
Listen, I would not be trying to attract you, so don't worry about it. It was a certain type of person, okay?
Okay. So you were specifically trying to attract someone who
was insane.
Turned on by women jumping out of moving cars.
Or just daredevil adrenaline type.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Adrenaline junkie types.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. How fast was the car going?
Oh, not fast at all. Like maybe 10 miles an hour.
That's how I park my car now.
Right. It was just moving. I didn't say it was like, it wasn't barreling by any means.
You Fred Flintstone it.
Yeah. And it was a bridge that had like a low rail too. You know what one, right? I can't say it, but it's north of here.
Yeah.
By a place that makes
It doesn't
candles.
matter where it is. That doesn't really add to this.
It is a 50-foot bridge. It's not a little bridge. It's a jump. It's a nice jump in a deep river. And I jumped a bunch of times, but not off a moving vehicle. That one time was a little like, what are we doing with our lives here?
I saw somebody jump off the middle of the more gigantic bridge near here that will remain nameless over a nameless river.
Yeah.
And they were intoxicated.
And they lived and they were fine?
And they barely made it to shore with our help. And it was just.
Why would you do that drunk though? Seriously,
I really need to write down all the things that I've been witness to growing up through my teens and 20s, because not things that I've done, or it's just things that I've witnessed or experienced. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know how people live through some of the shit that I've seen and done.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's
part of the reason I'm writing, because there's those things. You know those things. There's those things.
The craziest thing I've ever done to attract women, chloroform them.
That doesn't attract them. That just makes them.
Well, dude, this is the craziest thing I've ever done to get their attention. Is I had to chloroform them.
You've been in a band, though.
Drag them back to the house in the panel van, chain them up in the basement, lower them down in the well hole, give them lotion, telling them.
Shit! Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, telling them that
Okay.
It rubs the lotion.
All right, silence.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose.
So you're making
again.
Human suits?
No, I'm just putting them down in the holes. That's what I do to get their attention. Do you like it? Do you like me now? Yeah,
I cannot.
No, what do I really? I will. I do. What song is that? All day and all of the night.
What is it?
I think it's by one of the Beatles.
It is the Beatles.
George Harrison, I think.
What?
I think it's by George Harrison. I'm pretty sure.
I want to be with you
all of the time, all day, and all of the night. I'm pretty sure that's George Harrison, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, but I know it's the Beatles.
Okay, craziest thing. This is a true story that I've always wanted to turn into something more kind of comedic, because it just goes to show how naive I guess I was, and probably still am. But I was
on the subject matter, I guess.
I was in high school, and I was on my way to lunch, and I was walking up a flight of stairs, and just ahead of me, there was a Puerto Rican gentleman, and just ahead of him was a Puerto Rican lady. And I was witness to a conversation that kind of like I'd never seen before.
Okay.
The man yells out to the woman, he's like, "Yo, baby." He's like, "You looking fucking good today." And I'm fully expecting her to turn around and be like, "Fuck you, bitch. Like, don't talk to me like that."
Yeah.
But she turned around and she's like, "Yeah?" Like, she liked it.
Yeah.
And then they started, like, talking.
Flirt back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, holy shit. So I sat down at my lunch table with my homeboys, and I started explaining what I had just witnessed, and they were like, word? And just at that time, a pretty young girl appeared to my right. And I did the exact fucking same thing to her that I had just saw in the stairwell. I was like, yo, baby, you're looking good. You got a boyfriend? And she looks at me with these fucking eyes that could kill. And she's like, no.
And?
I ended up spending nearly the next 3 years with her.
There you go. There you go.
And she ended up becoming one of the most sought after and prettiest girls in high school at
the
time.
There you go.
So, I mean, it's just, I learned a crazy way to attract women.
No, from Puerto Rican culture.
From Puerto Rican culture that I never thought as a white dude would work. But I used it on a white girl and it worked. As crazy as that fucking sounds.
It doesn't sound crazy at all.
Yeah, if you're looking to pick up women, there's a way to do it. You can say that she's looking good. And speaking of looking good, what's looking good is this bud, guys. Its name is Fullgas. Sometimes you can find it online, and it's, I don't know. Most of the time you find it online, it's got an exclamation point after Fullgas, and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it's one word and sometimes it's two.
Yeah, so it's kind of out there in like 3 different ways. So there's 3 different ways to search for it.
I do feel the indica though. I do. I feel it. I'm up still. I'm not like in the couch at all, but I feel it a little bit.
See, I think it's reversed for you, though, because sativas hit you more like indicas, and indica dominants hit you more like sativas. This is sativa dominant.
Yeah, it can be.
So this should be hitting you in indica ways, whereas this is hitting me in sativa ways.
This is hitting me more in sativa ways.
I think eventually, when the high wears off, it's going to affect me more in indica ways.
Yeah.
But
right now, I'm like really happy with the level of I want to go do stuff. Like I want to go do stuff. I don't want to go sit down, lay down, nothing like that. I want to go do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere but here.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, as far as the strain, guys, it's called Fullgas. We friggin' love it. It's a great, at least at first, sativa, 60-40. Not a 50-50, but a 60-40.
No, and there's a, 60-40 for a sativa ratio. A sativa.
A sativa.
A sativa ratio.
Isn't that a sugar substitute?
Least, yeah, exactly. It's the least, like, you don't get a lot of those is what I'm trying to say. I'm fucking stoned.
Are you?
Yeah.
You just seem angry to me.
Angry?
Or maybe I just tend to bring that out in you.
Yeah, I think that's more the likely.
Yeah. Anyways,
oh my God.
Lastly, something we've been meaning to talk about that I think might stun you as much as it stunned me. That's why we chose to talk about this, is these gender reveal parties that they're now having everywhere.
Another way to have a capitalistic agenda.
It's causing a lot of problems. Like, it caused a gigantic wildfire.
That's true.
Balloons have flown up and I believe crashed aircraft. I mean, whatever.
I can't help but laugh. That's horrible. I'm a horrible person.
Whatever happened to a phone call?
No shit, like why?
Or just like saying, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to our cookout to reveal the gender of our baby for some reason, something we never used to friggin' do. It's gonna be,
find out ahead of time for that matter.
It's gonna be whatever it decides to be when it's old enough to make a decision. Thank you for coming.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's and no judgment. Like if your whole family is just beside themselves with joy and admiration and you feel the need to get together to tell them what the gender is, good for frickin' you. But like to be the societal standard or norm is crazy to me.
You think it's a societal standard or norm to have a gender reveal party?
I see
Is that what you're trying to say?
So many.
Because I would
even like Facebook gender reveal parties. Maybe they don't physically get together, but the person like does a whole thing on Facebook with a story and a thing and a thing.
Well, maybe telling people what sex your baby's going to be has been replaced by the definition gender reveal party. When I'm saying gender reveal party, I'm saying one of these fucking actual parties where they do some sort of extravagant, like, fireworks show.
I've seen a bunch of them on Reels and stuff.
It's going to be retarded.
It makes me so. I laugh so much when they get messed up and you can't, like, they can't figure it out or whatever. The few that I've seen of those give me like. These are I'm letting you guys know my dark side. Sorry.
What about the old school way of doing it?
What's that? Wait until it's born?
Waiting until it comes out?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't do that because if I could, no, I would, but I didn't. It wasn't.
Well, sometimes you want to prepare.
Yeah,
but
for that exact reason, and only that reason.
And why would you want to prepare? Because you want to. I mean, because you want to buy things that are either boy specific or girl specific. But we're living in a much more progressive time now, where you'd think that wouldn't matter as much. I'm just saying.
And there's plenty of neutral stuff too.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially in baby wear.
Gender neutral. That seems to be the way we're going. Everyone is going to look like a Barbie doll when you take their clothes off. That's just the way we're heading.
That's not that far-fetched,
Yeah, not too far from the truth.
Ugh.
And believe it or not, most of the things I say aren't too far from the truth. I'm just sorry that you have to see it in your head like you're watching an HD television.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It's definitely, around me it's a curse. I can see that now.
Yeah.
But hey, at least it's not anything I did. It's you.
Fuck you, asshole.
It's literally one of those situations where, you could say, hey, it's not me, or it's not you, it's me. And most people in those, situations are like, really, you're going to use that line on me? But in this situation, it really would be.
I mean, kind of, if you're just being yourself and you're not overdoing it just because it affects me like that.
We need to meet each other halfway because you're a sensitive person and I'm an extreme person.
Yeah.
We have to find some kind of a happy medium here where I take a step back, but you take a step forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Or vice versa.
It's like one of those handshake agreements where we're like, even though we're not supposed to, but we're going to give it a go. Right?
We're not supposed to what?
I don't know. The laws of gravity say that, we shouldn't.
We shouldn't what?
But we are.
What are we doing?
We're doing this.
You're fucking me up. I can't keep up with your thought process right now.
See? So don't blame me when I can't keep up with yours. Maybe it's just because you're not listening. Maybe it's because you're waiting to talk as opposed to listening.
No, I was definitely listening. I was intently listening.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
Trying to figure out what the fuck you were talking about.
Because you're never guilty of any of it.
Did I ever say that?
I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
You put off that vibe.
Stop projecting. Stop projecting.
It would be great if one day we could both smile and look at the camera at the same time. Yeah. And as she laughs, she looks down. I'm going to look down. Shit. All right. Anyways, guys, the butt is fantastic. I'm feeling fantastic. She's feeling fantastic, but a little bit more indica fantastic. I'm glad I'm not.
No, more sativa, but I feel the indica. Let's be clear.
Okay. Well, regardless. It's that time of the month again, or the week, or the day, or no, it's that time of the show again where we need to call it a wrap, guys. We love Fullgas.
It's good shit.
One of the reasons we had it on the show and we're endorsing it is because it's one of those up-and-comer sativa strains that everyone's talking about.
Good shit.
And it's something that you should definitely check out if you like 60-40 sativas. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a one-size-fits-all. You're going to feel indica. Yep. It's going to satisfy sativa lovers. It's going to satisfy hybrid lovers that like the in-between. It's kind of a one-size-fits-everybody because it's really fucking... Yeah, it's like the woke weed. It'll fit everyone's needs.
Don't be saying all that now.
Yeah, it's woke weed.
Automatic turn off for some.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to smoke that if it makes me look woke, man. I'm getting back in my F-350.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Fullgas was good shit, though.
Full gas. It wasn't, I mean, it still is good shit. Yeah. It's
not.
The
episode's
not
over, so I think that's where the was came from.
It still is good.
I don't know what's going on.
Fullgas is great, ladies and gentlemen. If you can try to find it, that would be great. If you could do us another huge favor and smash that like button on this video, that would be awesome, as well as hitting the subscribe button and making sure that notifications are on. Yeah, also commenting and, of course, sharing this with somebody that you might think likes either...
Yeah, share with a friend, guys. Share with a friend.
Bud reviews or...
nonsense, rigmarole,
whatever
rhetoric.
it is that we are attempting to do on
shenanigans,
here. Whatever you want to call
nonsense.
it. If you think somebody would possibly like it, share it with them. It would help us out tremendously. Once again, thanks again. We bless the strain. We bless you. And Hare Krishna, Hari Rama, Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, God, John.
Whatever, whatever it is
Bye, guys.
we're doing.
Thanks.
I'm just not going to do whatever it was that Elon attempted to do. That kind of salute that he gave. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm just going to wave goodbye. I don't know why he couldn't have just done that.
Yes, exactly. What he said.
I mean, wouldn't that have been a little bit more open for interpretation than what? I don't know.
Take your own advice.
Yeah. What?
Just wave bye.
Oh, I already did. Okay. Guys, we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks, everybody. Until then, bye-bye.